Hey everyone, it's been a while since my last update, but I've been super busy working on expanding the echoes of the Hive. Today I want to show you some of the new stuff I've added, and I'm really excited about how it's all coming together, so let's jump right in. Alright, so in this video I'm going to walk through how I created the chest manager system, and how I made chests way more useful in my game. The reason why I added chests to my game is because I wanted players to have a safe spot to store items, but also I want them to work well with the automation system side of things. I got some inspiration from games like Minecraft, where chests aren't just storage, they fit into a bigger system. So now players can now store and move stuff around much easier, especially with things like the transport belts. So the chest manager handles opening and closing chests and managing inventory. To keep things organized and avoid any mess ups, I have made it so every chest has a unique tag like chest X100Y200. This makes sure that everything is loaded and saves correctly. But there's always some potential issues. Item duplication. One issue I had to deal with was item duplication. This can happen when interacting with a chest and a transport belt at the same time. If the chest isn't synchronized properly, items can end up being duplicated. I fixed this by making sure all chest interactions are server controlled, so the server makes sure that items aren't being added more than once. Items not saving or loading properly. Another thing that could go wrong is items not being saved or loaded properly when the chest is closed, or when the game restarts. This can happen if the chest position or the inventory isn't saved correctly. I made sure that all chest data is serialized with the position tag and item list, so it loads back just fine. Items disappearing can be another issue. Sometimes items will just vanish when interacting with transport belts. If chest data isn't synced fast enough, that could happen. I solved this by making sure that the system checks for tile updates in real time when the chest interacts with the belt, so items always move properly. So while being inspired by games like Factorio, I made chests smart enough to detect if there was transport belts underneath them. When items are added to the chest, the system checks if there's a belt below it, and if there is, it automatically moves the item into the transport system. However, there's always potential issues. There could be incorrect belt detection. If the chest believes that there's a belt underneath when it's not, it could cause errors. Movement lag. In multiplayer, there's also network delay. You might see lag when items are moved from chests to the belt. That can make them look stuck or slow down. I optimized this by making the movement process server side, so it means all data is handled by the server. At first, chests didn't drop items when destroyed, so I also updated how chests are removed now. Now when you destroy a chest, it drops everything inside, so you won't lose any items. I also took some inspiration from Minecraft and Terraria to make this work smoothly and even in multiplayer. When I was building the chest manager, I focused on making sure that it worked well in multiplayer. Using Mirror's command system, I made sure that all interactions are server authoritative, so it makes no risks of items being duplicated or syncing issues. This way, chest positions and inventory stay synchronized across all players. Many games have issues in multiplayer, with multiplayer syncing, where different players might say different things in chests. That can happen if the server doesn't update the client properly. To avoid that, I use Mirror's system to make sure that the server always has the most up-to-date data, and the client pulls from that. Inventory duplication on disconnect could be another issue. If a player disconnects while using a chest, this could lead up to duplication or missing items. I solved this by saving the chest inventory when someone disconnects and restoring it properly when they reconnect. That way there's no loss of duplication of items.